Sup, fellas? Welcome to the vlog. This will be episode
19 called The Duke. And it begins with Finn and Jake just throwing like chemicals on things, and then he suddenly throw a boomerang chemical, like a boomerang. It hits this bubble guy. Now she's all green and she's like half. She's like almost completely bald. Like she had like hair in front and hair on the back, and she thinks it was the Duke that did it. But actually, it was Finn, and Finn wants to tell her, but since she said that he's gonna hate him forever, so he doesn't want to tell her because she's gonna hate him forever. So and Jake's like, go ahead and tell her. I mean, it's okay to be hated. So what you do is go see the Duke, and it turns out the Duke was actually a pretty nice guy. It's just that he has like a medical condition on eating fudge. You know what I'm saying? So, actually they went to help him out, and he tries to tell him that he's not a bad guy, and Finn is like having a hard time either tell Princess Bubblegum or not tell her, and the message I'll get to that in a minute. So they went to create a little diversion, which is pretty funny, by the way. It's very funny, that diversion, and she still thinks that it was the Duke, but Finn tells Princess Bubblegum the truth of what happens, even though she didn't listen. But she finally understand, and that it wasn't the Duke. It was Finn, and Finn wants to make it up to her. So he went to the kingdom, the kingdom meeting sort of thing, yeah. And they have and the ending was quite funny because they dress her as Princess Bubblegum. They have like the hair and all, and then we have the Duke's son. And we have the squirrel say, "Remember me, Jake?" And then it's like, "Oh yeah, no." And then he decided to fight, and that's it. That's the end of the episode.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
I want to say that I like the episode. The episode is so well made, and especially the Duke. I love the Duke. I love the design of this. The peanut world, the peanuts and nuts and everything. It looks so imaginative, like the Duchess, like how she turns her head. I love how like her eyes, and also the voice is so believable. Just all the voice, especially the Duke's voice. The Duke's voice is actually pretty nice too, and it has a good message, a very good message in teaching. He said to Finn that everyone makes mistakes. That's the part of growing up and everything, and I like that. It just not that it just knocks out of the window. I love the message, and it's such a good message. I just love it. So it really shows that we all make mistakes once in life, so that's the part of growing up, and actually, it just made mistakes. That's it. It's a pretty good episode. I loved it. And Jake is funny, especially when he's like the peanuts, like, oh, I didn't know that was for eggs or something. So I like this. So how about you?
Yeah, actually, like you said, a message. Like there was a message. People make mistakes. Actually, I love this episode because first reason, finally Princess Bubblegum acts like a complete lunatic.
Yeah, that's what happened.
And second of all, I love this episode because it gives you two messages, not one. Two messages.
Oh yeah, it's true.
One of them, like he said, people make mistakes. That's part of growing up. And the second one is, tell her the truth. Tell people the truth. Be truthful.
Yeah.
No, I like it.
Yeah, that's true. Because I think I was trying to say, like, no matter how bad how bad the situation is, you have to tell the truth.
Be honest.
Yeah, be honest with yourself, because the truth may be trouble enough, but also the truth. It may be trouble enough. It may hurt the person, but at least you're being honest with yourself. You're letting out everything, because the truth is better than telling a lie.
Yeah, I think it's better.
Yeah, it's better.
I'm gonna have to say one thing. I just got one thing to say. That's pretty much it. You can say, people. When you tell a lie first. This is just happens with everybody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna teach you. We're gonna go to kindergarten, teach you a little. When you tell a lie and then you tell the truth in the end, it gets worse. It happens.
Yes, it does. It happens.
But you tell the truth first, you're done, it means you're done. You don't have to stress things out. It's pretty easy just to tell the truth.
What I like about it is that, you know, Finn is only this is still the first season, and Finn is only 12 years old, and basically it really shows that that's the part of growing up. No, actually no, it shows the part of growing up, and it shows that, you know, Finn is still a kid. He's only 12 years old, and he's learning from his mistakes, and that's the it's like the Duke said. That's the part of growing up. What makes you think his son was crying, and he's holding? I thought that, to be honest, that was a very touching moment. Like, it's okay, son, it's okay, and I like how the Duke talks to Finn, like just sit down, like a father and son, like a parent, like a parent always talk to their kids about what's going on in the situation, whatever, and they always help out. And basically, like I said, Finn is only a kid, only 12 years old, and he's learning from his mistakes. And this is what he did, because towards the end, he confesses to Princess Bubblegum that it wasn't the Duke, it was him that filled the chemical, even though she doesn't believe him at first, but he did. And also, and the Duke tells the reason why he's like that, because he has a medical condition. And I like the realism of it, because it's not like he's not eating fudge because, you know, he wants to, because he has a condition, like he's completely obsessed of eating fudge. So basically that's very much shows though a little bit of the reality that not everyone's a bad person. Everyone has their ups and downs, everyone makes mistakes and everything. And that's another message, that it shows that everyone's not perfect. No one is not perfect.
Wow, so 3 messages.
Yeah, 3 messages in one episode. This is, to be honest, that is really rare. That is really rare in kids shows nowadays, because sometimes you watch a kids show, sometimes it has only one message, only one, and that's it. But in this episode, took the advantage of having 3 messages in one episode. That is really awesome. Awesome. You guys, the writers of this show, I want to say what they.
Good job.
Yeah, good job. You guys are awesome.
Good job.
That's a good example. That's something I noticed about this show. I don't know if you noticed it, but in this show, like, I saw a Nostalgia Critic editorial about kid shows nowadays. Like today's shows, like some of them are more better than the shows that we have when we were kids.
And this will be a good example.
Yeah, that's a good example. Because if you watch the Nostalgia Critic's editorial, that our kids shows better from now as from back then. You watch it, it goes in great detail of how shows got better. Like Adventure Time is a good example, because you can tell, like, a lot of the creators of the cartoon shows nowadays, whether it's on Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, or Disney Channel. Well, not Disney Channel, but like, you get my point. Like, they were all inspired by these shows like Batman, the animated series, Animaniacs, Ren and Stimpy, all the shows that we grew up with. They were influenced, because the creator of Adventure Time, he was actually inspired by 2 shows, The Simpsons and Ren and Stimpy. And also he was inspired by a role-playing game called Dungeons and Dragons. He was inspired by that one, and you can see why. And the show was so good at showing a message just for at least for one scene, and that's it. It's not it's not like overdoing it. It just say it and that's it. You move on. That's it. And that's what about this good about this episode. And it has a great message. 3 messages in one episode, which is,
that's amazing.
Yeah, that is really rare. You don't see that. You don't see that a lot. And I like how they address all the situation. I think it's good, because now kids if they watch the show, they do learn something from it. You know.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Yeah.
But that's amazing. 3 episodes. I wish they do more episodes like that.
Yeah, and they do that, because there's one thing that people have overlooked about Adventure Time. Not only this episode, but like all the episodes in general. That it looks like mindless entertainment. There's always let's be honest. There will always be a time when they go out on an adventure to have fun, have a good time, go to grand places. But also there will always be a time in one episode when during their adventures they learn like from stuff and everything. So I like that how they did that. So they did a great job with that. So any final thoughts?
No, man. I gave my piece. I don't know. Any final thoughts for you? I give my.
I like to say it's a good episode, wonderful episode. Actually, it's practically one of my favorite episodes that I ever seen for Adventure Time, and I'm glad I saw this episode again because I mean I only watch the episodes of Adventure Time that I feel like I want to see again, like whatever. But you know, for doing this vlog, I'm so glad I watched it again. It's a lot of fun. It's funny. You learn stuff. It's a good episode. So,
you know, honestly, I gotta say for season 1 so far, this is like my favorite episode of Adventure Time. Like for season 1.
yeah.
I mean, in general. Because it's amazing. 3 messages in one. That's something you don't, like you said, you don't see it often.
Yeah.
So,
Especially my favorite episode was the Anti-Radiant, Evicted, Henchman, and I think this episode too. I think that's like that's all the episodes that I like for Adventure Time. You know, I'm gonna do
this season.
yeah, but this you know what I'm gonna do for MC the Movie Critic. I'm gonna do a top the top 12 best Adventure Time episodes. I'm gonna do that someday. I will do that. So if you guys are watching, if you actually MC the Movie Critic, I will do a top 12 best Adventure Time episode. I will do that because these episodes are worth talking about. They're definitely worth talking about. So nothing to say. So it's a good episode. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on our next vlog. So we'll see you later. So.
Peace out, buddies.
Peace out. Peace out, man. Look, see, I got a shirt of Marcelly and Finn. Look, see that?
Yeah,
see that?
that's
See?
fresh.
That's fresh. So, see you guys next time on my next vlog.
Mira, deja de estar brincando ahí que eso no se hace.